Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Yoga with Mrunal. It's once again a beautiful summer evening. As you can all see around me, it's windy, the birds are chirping, and it's just one of those days where you feel very inspired to do a practice in the open. So today's practice is going to be all about a strong grounding practice. It's going to be a very different, like a creative one, where we will flow from one standing asana into the other with some preparation for those poses, loosening up our hamstrings, working with the low back, prepping ourselves for the flow ahead. So let's all begin. Come, get your mats, get your brick, anything that makes your practice comfortable, stable for you. So sitting on your mat, let's sit in either simple Sukhasana, or if you're able to, you can sit in Padmasana. Simply bring your foot up, your right heel is on the root of your left thigh and the left heel is at your right thigh. See that you're balancing well on both your buttock cheeks. Let's tune in into the practice. Tuning is one of the most important sacred rituals before we begin a yoga practice. It helps us focus, and we know mentally that we are going to begin our practice now. So just to keep all our tensions and worries and thoughts at bay, and just to focus on this 1 hour on the mat. So I invite all of you to sit tall, roll your shoulders back, close your eyes, and just for the next couple of breaths, observe the rhythm of your own breath. Don't try to forcefully extend. Just a natural observation of where we are, how our body feels different each day. So taking a moment to acknowledge that. And then we are going to join our palms, bringing our thumbs towards our sternum chest, our fingers away. We will chant 3 Omkars followed by the prayers. Begin first with a slow, long, deep exhalation, and post that we will begin chanting of 3 Omkars. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचां मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राणजलिरानतोऽस्मि आवाहो पुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणम् सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिं श्रीमते अनन्ताय नागराजाय नमो नमः. Gently bow your head towards your chest, folding your head to your heart center. Just surrender with gratitude. Take a couple of moments here to offer a small prayer to any deity or the universe, anything that comes from your heart at this moment. Slowly open your eyes and look up, and we're going to begin this practice with a gentle Ujjayi Pranayama. And I want us to keep our chin down in a chin lock throughout. Inhale any free, comfortable inhalation breath, and we are going to pause for 1 second and then exhale for the next 3 to 4 seconds or whatever that your count is. As we progress into the pranayama, see if you can extend your inhalation by 1 second and slowly extend your exhale by 1 second. We are going to pause for 1 count both after inhale and after exhale. So take your own time, take a couple of deep breaths first. Just tune into your breath before we begin our pranayama. Once again, remember to keep your spine straight, to keep the chin down, not to stress the back of your head, but gently to bring the chin down towards your chest. Just a few gentle, deep Ujjayi breaths. As you breathe into your Ujjayi breath, see that you make a small sound at the tip of your throat, that you're constricting the passage in your throat as you breathe, as you inhale from your throat and exhale from the throat. Begin your session with minimum of 12 Ujjayi breaths. That seems difficult for you, and begin with 6 and slowly work your way up to 12 breaths. And whenever you finish, continue being in the after effects of this pranayama. Continue keeping your eyes closed. Just observe how this pranayama has been for you. Before you gently look up and open your eyes. So let's begin with a bit of a warm-up of our standing sequence. So let's start with Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. Press your palms into your mat. Spread your fingers wide. You can spread your feet. Press your heels. Press your toes. You can gently sway from side to side. Just opening up your hamstrings, your back of your knees, and just getting a feel of your body right now. Just noticing if you've been sitting for too long, if you feel any tightness, any soreness anywhere. So give yourself time to just explore how it feels on your feet, how it feels on your shoulders, and see that your weight is equally distributed between your palms and your feet. Just a couple of more swaying from right to left. Now bringing your feet a little closer. You can sway a little bit more deeper and find the extension in your sides, in your armpits. And a little bit of a pedaling. Just move your toes, come on your heels, feel your ankles extend. So use this exploration in Adho Mukha Svanasana to just open up.
You can take your own time. You can stay here as long as it feels good, as it feels comfortable. And slowly from here, we are going to walk into Uttanasana. Once again, you can choose to be here. If this feels too much for you, you can bend your knees slightly and bring your arms to the side of your feet. Once again, rocking here gently back and forth. See that you bend from your hip and bringing your arms in line with your ears. Inhale, slowly coming up, extending, feeling the breath, standing tall, and exhale. Complete the exhalation as your arms come down. Let's do this a couple of times and really open up the back of our legs and our hips. Exhale, bringing your hands down. Once again, going back and forth from your heel to your feet. And you can also choose to keep your palms under your foot to feel that extension, a little bit more of an extension on your hamstrings, a bit of a traction on your shoulders as you feel the arms pulled under your feet. It's like an opening up of the lower back and of the mid back. Just all of these postures are important for us to prepare, get our body ready and warmed up. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, going down. And from here, once again, exhale, going down, going once again into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And from here, we are going to take a big lunge. Come forward. You can rest your knee onto the mat. Just really extend, working at these hip flexors. Take both your hands inside of the right foot. And now once again work, going back and forth, extending and opening that hip. Bring the right foot back and we are going to inhale and bring the left foot forward. Once again, you can keep the right knee on your mat, going a little back and forth, just feeling that lower hip working, opening up, extending, and taking both your arms inside of your left foot, and you can slightly increase the feeling of that extension. See if this works for you. If you feel this is too much, you can go back to the previous one. Going back, stepping into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Extend here really well. Now you'll find an ease, a comfort, more opening in your back. Slowly walk back or jump between your palms. Inhale, arms leading the movement, and exhale, slowly coming down, completing the exhale as you bring your palms down. Let's come once again in the center of the mat, and we are going to begin with our sequence, which is going to be the warrior pose. So we are going to get into warrior 2. So extend your feet, take enough distance, take your right foot slightly in, your left foot is completely out. Inhale, raise your arms up. See that all your fingers are together, that you feel the sharpness in your middle finger. And slowly just bend the left knee. Look towards your left. Your gaze can focus on the middle finger here. And from here, we are going to go into Trikonasana. So straighten that leg. Look up. You can choose to look up here.
or gaze up at your right palm. From here, we'll be bending our leg and going into Parshvottanasana. You can choose to keep this hand over your ears, or you can keep it straight, or you can bend it and keep it on your hip as well. So just notice your own comfort, what is possible for you. Explore the window of your own possibilities. And from here we go into Ardha Chandrasana, into a half moon, so balancing here and slowly going up. Keep your gaze at one point somewhere, so you're more steady, you're more balanced. Slightly come forward on the foot which is on the mat. From here we are going to go into Virabhadrasana. One, place your foot down and take that low lunge. You can keep your chin up or you can take your chin down. Extend more and more. And from here we are going to go into Virabhadrasana 3. Choose to hold a wall with your hands. Take support. If this is too much for you, coming back into Virabhadrasana and straightening the leg and coming back here. And slightly take your chin up as you inhale. Take your head down as you exhale. So let's do this a couple of times. Inhale, create the distance between your chest and your thighs, and exhale, bringing your head closer, bringing your chin towards your chest. Let's do this one last time. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, coming down. And now as you come up, slowly press the toe off the left leg, so you come up with balance and with stability. And exhale, bringing the arms down, and once again walk back or jump back, whatever that feels comfortable for you. I hope the sequence worked for you. Let's work on the right side now. Come towards the slight edge of your mat once again, since we are going to work on all our standing postures one by one, once again on our right side. So take enough distance between your feet. See that the left leg is slightly turned in, the right leg is turned out. Find that balance. See that your navel is pointing at the center. And now inhale, raising your arms up, feeling the alertness and complete presence in your body. And slowly bending the right knee into the warrior pose, bringing in the elements of a warrior. Feel your chest expand. This pose always makes me feel very confident, as I feel this is a very expansive feeling posture. See that you breathe deep here. Don't hold your breath. And from here, we are going to straighten our leg and go into Utthita Trikonasana. Look up, gaze at your left palm, or you can gaze at the front if you have any neck issues. See that there is a tendency of this hip to fall in the front, so lift this side up. Once again, we have done warming up with the hip flexors. And see that you are aware that you are working the hip here as well. working into our second posture here. Bend the right leg, create a right angle with your mat. Either place your hand on your hip or take it right above your ear and look up at the sky or at the ceiling. Take a couple of deep breaths here. It's only with time and with practice that we can increase our staying capacity. And slowly transitioning into Ardha Chandrasana. Coming up, inhale, see that you come slightly forward onto your front leg. Keep your gaze at one point. You can always choose to do this near a wall so there is support for your Ardha Chandrasana. And from here we go into the next Virabhadrasana series, gently placing your leg down and inhaling and coming up in a low lunge. So once again, square your hips here facing the front. Inhale, raise your arms up. Open up the armpit chest. Just take in a couple of deep breaths here. And from here we will be transitioning into Virabhadrasana 3. And you can always choose to take wall support so that you can stay longer and you can learn to balance. So once again, slowly coming forward, finding that support. Slowly land back with your foot, straighten the leg. Bring your palms on either side of your foot. And it's okay to bend your knee if you're unable to keep it straight. Now inhale, taking your chin up, and exhale, bringing your chest closer to your thigh, your chin to your chest. Let's just do this a couple of times more. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, looking down. Just connecting with our breath, just noticing how this flow feels on our legs, on our back. You can also choose to keep 2 bricks under your palms if you're unable to go down fully. So this is just about meeting ourselves where we are, just embracing ourselves fully, the condition of our body, where it's at this time of the practice. And slowly bring your leg up. Coming into Uttanasana once again. From here we are going to spread our feet into Prasarita Padasana. Inhale, looking up, and gently maintaining the straight spine. Exhaling, bringing your head between your feet and your palms around where your head is placed. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel that extension in your legs, in your back. You can always choose to keep your head on a brick if you're unable to go down fully. And just notice how calming this posture feels. It's like a deep extension, lengthening of the spine, of the legs. There's a complete body stretch as we get into this asana. Slowly coming up, raise your chin up and go down again. Let's do this a couple of times. Inhale, come up.
And exhale, place your head back on the mat.
Once again, inhale, look up.
And exhale, coming down.
And inhale, look up.
And from here, you can bring your feet closer together, walk back or jump in, whatever that makes you comfortable. Just once again, notice how different this Uttanasana feels from the one that you did right in the beginning. See if there's a better flow, more opening in the hamstrings, more opening at the back, and slowly coming up, extending your hands.
Inhale, come up. And exhale, bring your hands back towards your thighs and gently bring your chin down. Just taking a moment here in Samastiti. Just notice, observe, reflect how this flow has been for you, where you felt the freedom, where you felt the tightness. And just in this standing Samastiti, keeping your chin down, your gaze on the floor, just recover. With every deep exhalation, slowly recover from this flow. Now let's go down onto our mats. We'll be doing a few twistings. So come back comfortably. You can choose to take a brick. You can choose to sit on the brick. So sitting here in Dandasana, fold your left leg. Inhale with your arms up and exhale, keeping your left hand cup-shaped, the toes pointing towards you. Exhale and turn to your left. Keep breathing here. There's a tendency to hold your breath. Keep exhaling more and more. With every exhalation, see if you can twist in a little bit more deeper. Or if this works for you, you can just simply stay where you have reached. You can also choose to close your eyes, really go deep into the twist, feeling that twist, noticing which part of your spine is responding to this. See that you use your back hand, which is on the floor, like a support, just to sit tall. And try to stay longer in each twist. 4 to 5 breaths. Slowly letting go. Come in the center. Let's come back to Dandasana. Just being in this flow of Dandasana with your toes pointing towards you, your chin slightly down, in Jalandhar Bandh, your back straight. Just a couple of deep breaths. And notice how the brick helps you to sit tall. And slowly, with more practice and with more time, you can slowly remove the prop. But you can use it in a way that the imprint that the prop creates, we try to maintain that imprint even without the prop. Just a few more deep breaths. And now let's bend the right leg. Inhale with the left hand. Slowly exhale, placing it outside of the right knee, keeping your right hand cup-shaped just behind you. and sit tall. Exhale and twist. As you exhale, slightly take your abdomen in and see if this can help you twist in a little bit more deeper. Point the toes of the foot which is straight towards you, so there's alertness in that leg as well. And when the whole body is alert, it functions like one unit. Using breath as a tool to navigate this body, to explore. Once again, you can choose to close your eyes, go deeper within. See this, how this pose feels for you. Slowly, once again, release. Gently release. Come back in the center. Once again in Dandasana, and from here we are going to sit into Baddha Konasana. So once again, you can use your hands to press your knees, open up the inner thighs, open up the groins, press more and more. And you can just choose to hold your thumb with your index and middle finger. And just once again use this to straighten your back, lift up your chest, look straight ahead. Once again, exhale, turn towards the left. See if you can hold your thigh and use that to bring the chest forward, to twist more deeper into your core, into your back. Inhale, come in the front, and exhale with your right hand on your left thigh. Exhale more and more. And these postures can be very restorative, so you can choose to spend more time here. See how this makes you feel, see the openness of these postures, how it helps to release your hips, your inner thighs, our groins. And with this, we also find a release with our lower backs as well. Slowly inhaling, coming in the center. Let's remove our brick and do a last restorative posture. Sitting on our heels in Virasana, with your toes are together and your heels are apart. We are going to come on our heels. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward from the Virasana. Inhale, go into Chakravakrasana. Inhale, look up, bringing in that gentle curve in the back. And exhale, go back into child pose. And let's do this a couple of times. Inhale, come on your knees, become tall. Exhale, going back into child's pose. Inhaling and coming into Chakravakrasana, look up. Exhaling back into child's pose. And one last time, let's do the sequence again. Inhale, standing up on our knees. Exhaling, bending forward into a child's pose. Inhaling again into Chakravakrasana, feel that spine. Exhale, coming back into child's pose. So now you can choose to stay here. Exhale more and more. With every breath, release any fatigue that you have felt or any tightness. And just slowly let go.
If you're uncomfortable bringing your knees close, you can choose to keep your knees apart and come forward, slide forward from between your knees. Just use this posture to rest, to recover, to rejuvenate. With every exhalation, slow down and let go more and more.
Slowly come up. Let us sit cross-legged. Once again, we come to the end of the session. I hope this has felt good for you and it has worked for you. And let's end with chanting 3 Omkars and a prayer. Once again, sitting tall, let's join our palms, closing our eyes. Let's chant 3 Omkars together, followed by the prayers. Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you everyone for joining me on the mat today. If you have any comments, please do write to me. Tell me how this flow has worked for you and what it is that you wish to see from me in the future. I would love to hear from all of you. Thank you once again for being a part of this flow. Namaste and have a wonderful evening.